last we left off, your party made it back to Down after a pretty horrible battle, right, out there in the cavern to the east. Survived the battle against 8 orcs, 2 spitting cobras, and 6 giant centipedes. And you also discovered a wall of gems ready for extraction, right? You've hired a crew of miners under the command of Achilles. Your group is ready to go. They've got their cart paid for by Faith. Other than this, the crew should be ready to set out. You guys already have an idea of what you want to do. So in that case, don't think we need any time to further discuss your plans. Unless you do need it, that's fine. But otherwise, if you don't need it, you can begin by declaring your actions, right? So, starting with Achilles, do you need time to discuss plans with the others, or are you ready to move out?
I'm ready to move out.
Okay. So in that case, do you want to begin by traveling east to the cavern, or something else?
Obviously, east of the cavern.
Good to go.
Take the main road over the river, but then go east.
Right. Naturally. So will all your...
Naturally, yeah.
Alright. The miners will do the same. Faith, are you on board with this plan, or do you want to try something else?
Can we discuss?
Sure. What would you like to discuss?
I don't have any knowledge of these forests anymore. So there is a very high chance we're gonna get lost. I think we might need to take the river this time. What do you think? Gold?
That's fine, but Achilles has been there. So.
What did you say?
I said I don't have any knowledge of these forests. I think we're gonna get lost.
Stop being a wuss.
Okay, we'll do it then. You know what? Yeah, why not?
Right. So on the campaign map,
less ego.
you clearly know where to go, right? There's always a chance of getting lost, but if you've been there before, if one of the characters of the crew has been there before, they have a higher chance of not getting lost, right? So.
Oh.
I have been there before.
As long as you've been there before,
okay.
one of the crew.
And so have you, as a matter of fact. So
No,
I don't see the issue here.
Not Faith.
Not with this
Not
character.
this one. This one's brand new.
Not with...
Your grandmother used to know this place.
Yeah, you all, no matter who you are, you all
grandmother
can see the map.
stories about how to get there, so obviously you know where to go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll do it.
Alright. Alright, but yeah, if you wanted to play it safe, definitely want to take the river route, right? So.
Nah, we'll go through the forest, that's fine.
Straight through the woods. Alright.
And if anything, maybe I'm smart enough to, know what's in the woods and whatever.
Yep. You've got 18 intelligence, so shouldn't be too difficult for you. Alright. Gandalf, right? Do you need to discuss or plan anything, or are you on board with the plan?
No,
to move out?
I'm on board.
Okay. Alright. At 8 o'clock, your party of roughly 6 set out from down across the grasslands, along the road, across the bridge, past the road, into the grasslands again, cross country, and into the forest. Soon you shall be there. It's roughly a 3-mile journey to the east. Your rate of movement is that of the slowest crew member, which is a medium footman. 50% speed, 2 miles an hour. The terrain is somewhat difficult. 33% of it is pretty difficult to move through. But the other half is pretty easy to move through. So I'm going to say a penalty of roughly 10% is applied to your movement speed. Therefore, a mile or 1.8 miles an hour is your rate of movement. We've got 1.5 miles to go, or 3 miles to go. So roughly 2 hours it should take you. That's a safe call. Roughly 2 hours you should arrive at the ruin, or the cavern, I mean, right. So let's see if all goes well. That's 2 rolls for encounters. Alright, we'll have an encounter.
Oh no.
All right, nothing special. Let's see. Just something of note on the way. Uh, Basically, as you're moving along, you are able to notice footprints. Looks like they're very old, maybe at least a day old. Footprints somewhere along the grasslands here, right? Appear to be these large cat footprints, cat-like footprints. They're clawed, they're paws, right? And they move southward if you're interested in following them, right? They're about a day old.
Yeah,
right?
no.
It's the
Not
same
doing
things. The same things we
The
saw
fucking
up
war
top.
beast.
Yup, it went down. It followed us last time.
Let's not.
Let's not. Let's not.
I don't think that's a great idea.
So the tracks head south if you want to follow them. Otherwise, you can continue your travels through the woods.
Let's continue.
Safe travels for the rest of the way. Soon you're in the heart of the woods, and you're actually approaching from the west, so you can see the western entry. Would you like to avoid this and make your way around the hill here and find the east entry?
Yeah.
Okay. Fate is on board with that. Achilles and Gandalf, what do you say?
I'm on board with that as well.
Alright, Achilles, what do you want to do?
I mean, fucking cat footprints a day ago, and to be fair, I did see them a day ago, so I don't think they should worry. We should head into the east side.
Sounds good. Alright. So you all make your way around the cavernous hill, and soon you're at the east entry. Let's go into the small scale map again.
Oh, I know.
Alright, let me
I
clean
know.
this up.
So where we go?
So much damage last time.
Orcs.
So many orcs.
Yeah, it's all your fault.
Orcs.
No, it's Shade's fault. He prodded the shit. He prodded the shit.
Okay, but like, that's not even like, come on now, bro. Like,
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna need a pole. Did anyone bring a pole?
get a staff.
Alright,
but that-
Achilles, I'm gonna say you
If
healed
prodding-
from the
I
other
don't
day.
trust you. You're not prodding anything.
What do you mean, bro?
No.
Okay, but this time I'm really smart, so maybe, you know, I can prep stuff better.
They should be dead by now. Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Well, I do need some new tokens for the new crew members. So, let's do that real quick. Make this smaller. It's kind of big. Let's do that. Okay. Alright, so Achilles. Yeah, you don't need this anymore. At least right now you don't. Okay. Starting with, we'll do Faith first. You see one you like, tell me, and I can grab it for you.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop up a little bit more. And then top right. Go up a bit, please.
This one?
No, one up.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Another fucking elf.
What can I say? I have an addiction. An addiction to the elves.
And then Gandalf.
Let's see if there's an old dude in here.
Okay.
All right, that's it.
I didn't really see like an old dude, did I? I mean,
No,
you did
you
scroll like a
wanna-
little fast.
That guy. Next.
Oh, the one on the right?
Yeah, with the really big
Yeah,
That
yeah,
one.
no, that's perfect. That's
This is
perfect.
No,
a
the one
dwarf
above.
token.
No, that one's
This one?
perfect.
That's a dwarf.
Oh, the one under that.
It's a
Oh,
dwarf.
that one. That's a dwarf.
Oh, does that not count then? Oh, okay.
You can't.
Well, we'll do that one.
This
Sure.
one.
Dang it.
If he was the other character, yeah, you could have pulled him off.
I have to fucking roll a 5 on Constitution. Hey, you can't laugh. Look at your fucking old character stats.
But your thief was worse than my thief. Why are we gonna lose that?
Did you have 18 intelligence?
You didn't with your last character.
Ah,
With Uncle Bottom.
Uncle Bottom was great.
Alright, and here are the crew members. The retainers hired on by Achilles. He hired no combatants or specialist, kind of, right? Miners, right? They're here to do a special job, which is, or he didn't hire professional miners. They will be too expensive actually. So he hired basically some laborers, some basically nobodies to be non-combatant miners, right? So
Right.
they weren't professional miners before this. They were maybe some maybe apprentice, maybe, right? But for surely they're here to work, right? Non-combatant retainers. He can hire a maximum of 4 because his charisma is 9. So he has 3 retainers and they're all non-combatants with a set wage, 1 copper per hour. Hiring fee's already been paid for. The hiring fee is only because you have to pay an insurance fee in case you get them killed. Guarantees them 10 coppers, right? Or their families, which is $100 US, not much. So, all right. So anyway, this here is Astaroth. This here is Geron. Basically, that payment fee, by the way, paid for their equipment, right? The additional equipment on top of the default. It's Geron, level 0, Astaroth, level 0, and Gandalf. Not Gandalf, sorry. What is it? Finnegan, right? Here's Finnegan. Right. And additionally, we have a hand cart. Let me grab that too. Let's see. Alright, I thought I had one somewhere. Oh. Nice. There we go. So, hand cart, driven by Finnegan. He is pulling it right now. Okay, the crew is here. You can ready up. Starting with, we'll start with Faith. What would you like to prepare on the way in?
Can I look what I've got?
Oh yeah, of course.
Thank you. For the grenades, do I have to have one in my hand, or do I have to have a free hand? I probably do, don't I, if I want to use them?
Yep, so it's a medieval grenade. Basically, it's a flask with explosive gunpowder and shrapnel. Compacted
So
tightly,
okay.
and it's got a fuse, which has to be lit by an open flame.
Okay. I'll grab my spear and maybe a shield. I'll keep that on me just in case.
Alright, the shield was carried by the cart. If you equip the shield, you become a heavy footman, though. That means the party moves very slowly. Right, progress to be slow.
Can I trade something and put something in the cart? Can I put...
Yeah. So wait, first, are you sure? Before I make note of this, are you sure you want the shield? Before I make any changes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need the shield in this fight.
Okay. If that's the case, here's your strong shield. I'll put it up here. Right. In that case, your encumbrance went up by 11 pounds. You're at 68.
Wait,
You need to get rid of 8 pounds.
can I? Okay, can I put the medicine, the antidote, the sack, and well, how much is that gonna come to first?
Sack and antidote, the
rid of-
medicine, 3
Yeah.
pounds right there. What I would recommend is, if you want my personal recommendation, you don't need to keep your rations on you. You can leave it in the car. You're not going to eat it
Yeah.
in the dungeon, right? That's already
I
6
was gonna do
pounds.
that too.
Or, let's see, how many rations? 3 pounds right there, right? Each one's 1 pound. And then torches. Maybe you don't need all 6 of them at the same time, right? Maybe you can leave some in the cart. Each one is 1 pound.
Okay. I'll carry 3 torches then.
Okay.
That's 6 pounds. So I need to get rid of 2 pounds. If I get rid of the antidote, how much is an antidote?
The antidote's 1 pound. It's not really worth getting rid of, right?
Does the flower bracelet weigh anything?
Probably
No,
not.
it doesn't count as a weight.
Okay.
Okay.
Count as maybe 1/10 or 1/100th of a pound.
My cloak, does that count as anything? Anyway,
It does. It's 1 pound. My next recommendation is it's always to go get rid of the heaviest items that you don't need to have on you immediately. And I would say maybe
drop your belt and hope your pants don't fall off.
maybe you don't need all 3 bandages at once. Let's see, you're at 65 pounds right now. Or no, wait, you got rid of the rations and the so you should be at 62. So maybe if you can get rid of 2 bandages, right, it should do the trick.
okay.
Just have 1 on you ready to go. The rest in the cart. And by the way, you can bring the cart in the dungeon with you, right? Your supply wagon.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna be up top anyway, but I'm just we'll do that then.
right. So in case you need more bandages, you can always run to the cart and grab some.
Yeah. Or if anyone wants to take some bandages on them to heal themselves, in case they can't get attended to straight away. That
Right.
would be good.
Okay, so you've got spear and shield equipment. You're no longer encumbered. You're at 60, exactly. So, oops, wrong one. This should be 68. This should be 60. Okay. All right. Achilles, shield and sword still, or something else?
Shield and sword.
Okay. And Gandalf?
I'll take my. I have a crossbow, right?
Yeah, you want that?
Yes.
One of the miners with a torch. Is that possible?
Yeah, it is. They're known Tibetans. Bless you. They're retainers, so servants, right?
Right.
Under the employment of Achilles. So if you want, you can ask Achilles to tell one of his men to carry a torch, right? And they've got their own torches too. In fact, they can all
Yeah,
light
can
a
we
torch if you
ask?
wanted that.
We could get 2 torches and then not. Achilles, do you want to do 2 torches and then we can put one up top and then one in the cave and we can like put them into the wall? If that makes sense.
Worst idea.
It's a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
Oh, my bad.
Alright,
Okay, perfect.
Okay, now mate.
Bit hard of hearing.
alright. They are preparing their own torches at this point. Unless otherwise ordered to do something else. Alright, 3 light sources available to your crew. It's well lit. We can proceed now.
Okay, perfect.
Who would like to lead?
Probably
Not
Achilles is
me.
going down. Achilles is going down, so probably him.
Alright. Is anyone by his side? Do you want to be up there too, Faith, or you want to be behind him?
I'll be behind him.
Alright, Gandalf behind him as well, or do you want to be behind Faith?
I would like to be behind Faith.
Alright, one of the torchbearers move up to the front then. Finnegan. No, he's the cart driver. He has to put this away actually. Okay. He cannot carry everything. He needs 2 hands to pull the cart. Finnegan's pulling the cart.
Who's the cup?
He's at the back, pulling the cart.
Like that? Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is the marching order, I suppose. Unless you want to change it. Achilles, you're in the front. You're leading the way. How would you like to lead? West, northwest, or southwest?
Let me clear my throat real quick. I know for a damn well fact we need to go down the road there in southwest?
Mhm.
We need to go down that area. Now, I'm gonna stand west up here, just blocking those 2 areas off as Faith works her way down.
Wait, I'm going down?
Well, wasn't that the fucking plan, or do you want me to do it?
Well, I assumed that me and Shade were gonna go up top and cover your backside. So if we get ambushed,
Then move
Then-
forward. Okay. I
Or do
guess
you-
so.
or do you want Shade
um,
with you down there? Because I can probably deal with the ones up top, but
Fine, but I'm just a bit tired. Faith and Shay will stand up here near the entrances. Meanwhile, I'll work my way down.
Alright, so what do? You want to make your way down, Achilles? Or I'm asking you what
Yeah,
you
I'll
do.
make my way down. I'll make my way down.
Alright, as Achilles is headed
Toss a
toward the
torch.
cliff. What?
Toss a torch. I can't see it from way down there. Can I?
Oh, right. So as Achilles is making his way into the cavern, asking for a torch, naturally the crew is mostly following behind him, I think. For surely Garon's following him, Astaroth. But Faith, do you want to follow Achilles in or something else?
can I go up to the like? Is it wait? Up to the top corner, pretty much, of the room.
Top corner?
Like where the 2 entrances are.
The
Or
northwest
rooms.
corner?
Yeah, like yeah, pretty much like where the pole is. Just to like stand there.
Okay. So you'll head northwest into the cavern, and then Gandalf, what would you like to do?
I will
Sure.
just follow up behind, I guess.
Do you want to stay with Faith, or do you want to move in with Achilles or something else? Because they're splitting up.
I wanna. Yeah, I wanna move with Achilles.
Okay. And Finnegan is following his master. Yeah, so Achilles, alright. Your party's moving in, right? We've got some minor changes, nothing too special it looks like. But for one thing, the rope here is gone. Right? Nowhere to be seen. We got 4 rotting remains, orc remains, right? No, actually, we only have 2 here. There's 2 rotting orc remains. The other 2 are nowhere to be seen. Last reported, you had 4 left here last time after you beheaded them. There are 2 left, just lying about and rotting, right? There are flies and mosquitoes all over them, maggots crawling in and out. It smells horrible here, right? The stench gives you a -1 penalty, right? It's hard to concentrate with something so smelly nearby. Faith, you're making your way toward the smell. It smells horrible in this area. Particularly, you're exploring up to the northwestern corner, right?
No, just where the pole is.
Oh, up to
Like,
the
not
pole.
too close. Just yeah.
Right. Carefully moved in toward the pole. Okay. Finnegan, of course, moved the cart in. And the rest of the troop has followed Achilles toward the cliff. Achilles, how would you like to climb down now that you're at the cliff and there's no rope available?
There's no rope available. Oh, for fuck's sake!
One of your miners has rope, by the way. No worries.
I'll ask who has the rope. That would be Deacon. Which one of the miners has the rope?
Oh, yeah, the miners look among themselves, and the one who does have it speaks up. I think that is Astaroth. Let's see. Or no, it's Geron.
It's Gurian.
Geron. Yeah. Girion. Geron.
Arian.
Yeah, Girion. Alright.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, he has a rope for
I'll
you.
toss one end to. I'll toss one end of the rope to Faith. Tied around one of the statues.
Okay. So, do you want to toss the rope now, or do you want to tie it on the statue first?
I'll tie it.
Okay.
So I
Faith, you want
threw
to?
one of the ends of it to Faith, and she has to go tie it.
Okay, so you throw one in. You drop. You want to drop it now, or do you want to just give her?
I'll wait with it. I'll
Okay.
wait till she's tied it.
You want to go get it, Faith, or should he bring it to you, or is he tossing it?
Okay.
All right.
No, he said he'll toss it, so like I'll catch it.
Okay, so you're gonna catch the end of the rope as they're passing your rope around, right? Which was, you had to stow your sword away first. Garen put his pickaxe down,
Yeah.
pulled off his rope, gave it to you. You're asking Faith to take the rope and secure it to the statue. She's making her way over to you. In the meantime, Astaroth's got his pickaxe and torch, right? Looking around, and he's like, "Are we going down there?" He's just curious. Finian's got the hand cart, and it's like, he's like saying, "Wow, it stinks in there." And then Gandalf, as all that's happening, do you want to do anything, or do you want to just wait?
No, I'll just wait.
Okay. Back to Achilles. You just managed to pass the end of the rope to Faith now, so you have the other end. Do you want to just hold on to it and wait, or do you want to do something else in the meantime?
Actually, could I switch places with Astaroth?
Alright, on your next turn.
Is
Alright,
this
so
possible?
Achilles, I
Oh,
guess
okay.
he just stands there. Faith, you've got one end of the rope. He just passed it. Now he's just waiting there. So it's your turn again. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'll go tie it.
Where? To this?
The statue. Can I bring one of the miners with me so I can see? Please.
You want to take Garon with you?
Yeah, I'll take him with me.
Okay.
Just keep him at a safe distance, so obviously he doesn't die.
Alright.
Just enough so I can see. Pretty
Just
much.
keep him here.
Just a little bit closer.
You want to follow you, or you want to wait?
Yeah, that.
Here? Okay. Tell him to
yeah,
stay
have
here?
him wait there, and then I can see. Yeah, I can still see, so I can tie it.
Aside from the rotting corpses and all that, you see footprints, right? All over the place. This place is a mess. It
Wait.
stinks.
Can I grab the pole? I don't wanna walk in. Can I grab the pole and equip it instead of my spear?
Your spear's already
Just
put away,
plod
actually.
around.
You've got the rope out.
Oh, okay.
So you want the pole
Oh,
too?
okay. Can I get rid of the shield? No, I'll get rid of the shield and have the pole.
Alright. You stole your equipment away. And Achilles, of course, over here has shield and rope. Right, it's the other end of the rope. Okay. You've got the pole. Are you trying to prod?
Yeah, I want to prod like literally where I'm about to go, so in front of me in the statue.
Okay. The prodding distance is 10 feet. So do you want to prod it here, or do you want to back up before you prod, or something else?
Back up a little bit, and then just like make my way forward while prodding everything.
Alright, you're backing up. Garon says, should I back up too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, you want to prod? 10
Mhm.
feet away from
Yeah.
you? Alright. There's a snap. And it explodes, right? It's a booby trap. So there's a shrapnel grenade booby trapped here, right? It's a wire trap. You tap the floor, you cut the wire, it blows up. If you went through, if you weren't careful, you definitely would have died, right? Blows up in your face, right? You guys take cover, you get low, right? Shrapnel goes flying 10 feet. It's a small medieval grenade. It would have blown your legs off, right? Very smoky, very loud. Wonder monster check. You're in the clear. There's no immediate response from it. But anything nearby is probably ready for you, right? The defenders, the orcs particularly, are probably ready for you, right? They booby trapped the place, right? You took this part, they booby trapped it while you were gone. So, yep. Good call, Faith. You almost, yeah, I'm glad. I really thought I was going to get you there, but you figured it out. Okay.
Can I advance with the miner just behind me and just prod everything? Like I just prod every single
Alright, prodding the floor here,
Yeah.
carefully advancing. Careful basically means your crouch movement, half speed, eyes on the walls, right?
Right.
Ears open, mapping. Alright. Yeah, everyone's alarmed from that. Everyone's kind of busy or just waiting around. Suddenly there was an explosion to the west. So Garen was like, good call. For real. I didn't see that coming. Right. And yeah, you both would have been toast there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, it's clear. No other traps in this area here. You just prodded it.
Okay. Then I would like to tie the rope.
Alright.
please.
Rope is secured. Garen loses his rope to the dungeon. It's been expended. It can be reclaimed. But rope has been secured around the statue and it can lead down into level 2 if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Okay. Alright.
Do you have any stones?
Do you have stone?
Does anyone here have any stones?
Not sure
Or
if
is there,
anyone
like,
has a bag of
Is there
stones.
stones with the rotting orcs? Because they did have a bunch of stones, or was that taken too?
It appears to be nowhere in sight. No weapons or armor remain. Just
Okay.
rotting corpses. So yeah, they looted it. Well, they salvaged what they could.
Okay.
There is a pile of rubble here, actually, technically. Refuse.
Okay. I wanna.
So if you want
To
some
the next person.
rocks here.
Yeah, I'm
But while-
thinking the next person should
Yeah.
hurry
Next, so while this was
Sorry,
happening,
just down there.
it's back to Finnegan. He's just waiting with the cart. Back to Astaroth. He's just waiting behind the Achilles. Back to Gandalf. What would you like to do while all that was going on?
I would like to switch places with Astaroth.
Alright, yeah, he nods. Okay. And back to Achilles. You know, you've been waiting. Faith lowered the rope after detecting a trap and triggering or disabling it, right?
I'll go down. Toss the rope and go down.
Yep, rope is down. Weapons are stowed. You want to keep that? Do you want to keep your pull? You want to do like a pull and shield? Faith.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we don't gotta thief this time. You've gotta perform the roles of scout or trap checker. Or someone's gotta do it. So yeah, Achilles, you're storing your shield and spear temporarily, and you begin climbing down. You're the first to go. Geron moves in with the torchlight and chucks it down there for you. He'll pick it up after he gets down there. He's like, if it's alright with you, sir, I'll toss this torch down there for you. What do you think? Is that fine? Or do you want to tell him not to, or something else?
You go ahead, I'm not stopping him.
Okay, you don't stop him. You just climb. Alright. Who would like to go next? Or who's supposed to go next? Is it Faith or Geron?
I'm gonna stay up, but I would like to move away, like further back, next to Finnegan.
Okay. Finnegan, as you approach him, says, you know, my lady, the cart, are we bringing it down there?
No, we're gonna leave it up.
Should I push it outside?
Not yet. Just move it a bit further away.
Aye.
It could be good to hide behind it, if anything.
Right, so puts it here. We got some cover.
Yeah.
Let's see. Back to Gandalf. Gandalf, you see them climbing down. Do you want to be next to climb down, or you want to wait a little longer before you go?
Is Girion down right now?
He's next. Yeah, he's climbing down right now.
I'll go after Girion.
Okay. Astaroth is getting ready to go after you. Finnegan returns. I guess Faith, you'll bring up the rear this time. Unless you want to go next.
Can I
mean, you're the pole bearer.
Can I hand the pole to Gandalf?
Gandalf, you want to take the pole?
Because I'm not gonna go down. So I'm
Yeah, I'll
gonna
take it.
go.
Okay. First down into level 2 is Achilles.
Mhm.
Shit's fun.
Alright, Achilles, you're first down here. Very little light available. Let's see if there's anything down here with you.
There is.
You don't hear or see anything quite yet, but you can start to smell something very strange, right? It smells smoky. It smells filthy. It sounds like bugs flying everywhere. And that's about it at the moment.
Wasn't the guy who came after me? Doesn't he have a torch?
Yep,
Yeah,
he's
Gary on.
next.
Yeah. Shouldn't it be lighting up some of the cave as he comes down?
Alright, he's climbing down. He threw his torch down. He threw his pickaxe down. He's climbing down that rope. It's on the ground, lighting up your chamber. Something special to note is that the floor is now littered with or infested with maggots and flies and a swarm of insects everywhere, particularly just maggots, right? It stinks so bad. All the snake remains, it's all charred and all that, but you know, it's oily, it's smoky here, but like that which was not burned fully, mainly toward the south, maybe along the west. Let's say it's spread like that. This area toward the south smells horrific, right? All that decomposition, causing a -1 penalty if you're in the area, right? So it stinks so bad you can barely like concentrate, right? It smells smelly. That's so far the only thing of note to report. Garen gets down here, he's like, oh, it stinks, right? Picks up his gear. Next down is Gandalf. As Gandalf climbs down, you've got to make space, Achilles. You want to proceed toward the south?
Yeah. Yeah.
After Garon, it's Azeroth, then Finnegan, and then Faith. Or Faith, you're not going down? You're staying up here?
Faith stays there. Faith stays there.
Okay, is Finnegan waiting up here too? Is he going down?
No, he may come down if you wish.
Yeah, he's coming down. Alright, the mining crew is down here now. Faith is at the top, right? I guess she's on guard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's check the time.
If she dies, we know.
Faith doesn't have any light though, isn't it better to have one of the guys leave a torch behind for her?
Well, that's near the entrance. You can see fine. She's an elf. You can see twice as long.
No, that's dwarves that can see twice as long. I can see a little bit extra, but not too far.
It's currently 10:30. Faith. By the way, all this area is lit by day, for the most part.
Oh, the whole area?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Oh, okay.
all this right here is lit. These are not as well lit, of course, but all this because of
But I can see.
the daylight.
Can I still kind of see inside?
Uh,
Like, for example, if an orc came, like, was in front of the statue, or like
Yeah,
where
you
the
could
doorway
see
is,
a
basically
figure
see
there.
them?
Yeah, you wouldn't see it too well, but
Okay.
you could tell something was there, right? It's very dim,
Okay.
very dim, right? So this is lit. Alright, the light extends to like here, right? So after that, it gets really dark. Right? This is considered dark. So this is
Right.
lit.
Can I still have a torch? Can I put a torch in one of the corners?
You want to light one of your own?
I was gonna say.
We could say you lit one.
Miners to drop one.
Yeah, he
we're
picked it
supposed
back
to have one
up.
of the
It's
miners
his
drop
torch.
one.
You want him to toss one up to you?
Yeah, can I grab one of them?
Because they have 2 torches total down there, right? One for Astaroth, one for Geron. Originally, Finnegan was a cart pusher, so he can light a fresh one for you and toss it up to you.
Yeah, is that okay, Achilles?
Yeah.
Alright.
You'll light one from the cart from earlier, I'd say, before you went down. Since you guys were last to go in, while you guys were waiting for him to finish climbing, he just lit one for you, and then I left it with you. It's technically your torch, right, that he got from the cart, so. Didn't expend his own. Geron, you've got 4 torches left, and Esseros got 4 as well left. Alright, back to Achilles. The party is now down the dungeon, and there are some reports here toward the south. Geron makes it toward the wall. He has to report to you that the gyms are not there, right? He says, there are no gyms here, sir.
What?
They've been mined, right? Overnight.
Uh-oh.
So you have to
By
find those
who?
orcs, maybe most likely, right? Or whoever is down here. They probably have your
More
treasure.
orcs will probably mind it.
Oh,
Alright.
So they have been looted,
Alright.
right? If you
That
not bring
does
the proper
change
tools,
things.
you'll lose out on the treasure. It wouldn't just sit there overnight, right? So once you kill all the orcs
Well,
in
to
the
be
dungeon.
fair, we kind of did have to rush out.
Yeah,
Uh,
monsters were on the way. Exhaustion was high, morale was down, out of game time. We do have 30 more minutes to go, by the way. So we have only 30 more minutes. So
right, if that's going to be an issue. Presuming that's piles of shit and fat and blood and whatever the fuck
it
is
smells
down there.
terrible here.
Yeah. I mean, it burns, right? You can burn it.
Possibly, right? It's a pile of
How long would that take?
So we've got
why would
a
we burn it?
dried up shit and piss stains, right? You've got the remains. You've got charred remains of oil. You've got rotting corpses of orc to the south, right? But it's mainly the oil here. It's just like blackened on the ground. It's not flammable really anymore. Maybe a little bit, right? It's dried up, burnt up, blackened, charred. It's more like tar now, right? It's pasty black. So
Well, in the case there's no mining here to be done, I guess they can head back up. Fuck!
That's so annoying. Okay.
I should have seen it coming. I guess I'm wasting your time, lads. I'm sorry.
You don't want to head further down?
I mean, I can, but the thing is, that fucking smell is probably gonna give me some sort of sickness.
I've got
That's
medicine.
true.
I have medicine.
So the
Is there a
rotting
possibility
remains is
that
what's
it's gonna
causing it
affect
mainly.
all of us?
It smells like corpses.
Is it possible that it's going to affect all of us, or is it only Achilles mainly that it's going to be affected?
From what?
Do we know?
I'll
Like,
figure
are
it
any
out.
of us going to get sick going down there?
Probably. Right, Achilles is gonna... Right, I need a torch. I'll put away my shield and spear and switch them out. No, switch the shield to the torch. So I have a torch and a spear.
Okay. Do you want one of Finnegan's torches? He's got 5 on him.
Yeah.
Okay. He's got 4 left. Torch lit. Two torches lit. One
And
torch lit
nine.
at 10:20. So 2. Alright, yeah, these first two were lit at 10:10. The third one is lit at 10:20. The fourth one is lit at 10:30. You've got the fourth torch.
Right. And I shall begin heading south through the fucking doors. What I'm basically telling the miners are, well, what we were supposed to mine is gone, so if you want not risk anything, go back up. If I'll need you, I'll call you.
Alright, so you explain the plan to them, right? You tell them this, Finnegan nods, right? You told them that they can go back up or they can wait for you, is that what you said?
They can go back up where it's more safe and doesn't smell like a fucking shithole.
Yeah. Alright, so the miners, of course, will obey your command, and they don't like the smell, so they're gonna start climbing out. Let me add the rope here.
Are we gonna tell them to stay up there? Because there's, like, my stuff on the cart.
Alright.
I feel like it's better to just keep them there now.
They're climbing out.
Just like, I feel like it's better to have them like waiting at the bottom of the drop.
We still have to pay them either way, so we're not really losing money if they stay.
I mean,
Yeah,
He's trying to keep them alive, I think, right? So
If anything happens and they're still up there, like it's not very good.
I mean,
they're not hired to do any combat though, right? So the idea is that they're only here to do non-combat roles, so he shouldn't be put in danger in the first place. Anything they should be doing should not involve any chance of a combat, right? They're hired to do non-combat roles.
Like,
ready to work, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is level 2 though, and they're level 0, so this is actually super deadly for them to stand here, right? Like, one tap there.
Yeah, let's have them head back.
You guys are get to start level 1, they're starting at level 0, so they have like no extra skills. Alright, to protect themselves. So they climbed out, right, for now. You guys, some of you disagree. Gandalf says, hey, maybe they should wait. Same with her, she sees them climbing out. She's like, hey, maybe they should stay down there, right? But yeah, in the end...
Not down there, stay like outside the dungeon, just...
Oh, outside?
Waiting,
like
know?
send them out?
That's what I think.
Okay, that's
but
extra
not, like,
safe.
have them go all the way back.
Yeah, because they were gonna wait at the ledge with you, originally, it looks like. Okay, what do you think?
Well,
He's in charge, though, so, of his own men. So Achilles, you know, you hear them giving different ideas to your men. In the end, your men, you know, they will listen to you. So they were told to at least get out of here. So do you want to tell them to listen to them, or do you want them just to continue with what you ordered them to do? Because you can hear these two are suggesting things to your men, right? But they're not in charge of your men. Do you want to interact? If you say nothing, that's fine. They'll just proceed with the orders that they were provided from you.
Let them go up there and stay near the wagon. I need to go south.
Alright, you're on the move, right? You're exploring to the south, solo, right? Gandalf, are you going with him, or are you staying back here?
I'm going with him.
Okay. Alright, back to these guys. Yeah, we sent them upstairs. Faith, you suggested, or maybe even ordered them to head outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna order them to go outside and wait further away so they're not in any sort of danger, and I'm gonna go down with...
You're gonna climb down? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb down with them.
Alright, let me see the reaction to you. Went to charisma. They laugh and say, listen, we were giving orders to actually stay up here. Appreciate your thoughtfulness, but we'll be okay up here, if that's alright. We'll stay here as ordered. We wouldn't want to displease our master, so.
I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, you suggested a lot
okay,
safer of a
Achilles?
plan.
No, stay up there.
You guys can't communicate. You're on the different areas, so unless you want to scream through the caverns and count for extra.
I'm screaming.
Okay.
I'm screaming.
Yeah, you're yelling.
Okay.
No.
Okay, I'm not screaming, I'm not screaming.
You guys can discuss from each other, right? You guys are down here. She yells, you know, hey, I'm leaving your men here, and he's like, no, stay with them, right? Encounter check. Clear. Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to keep yelling at each other from a distance, or do you guys want to do something differently? Starting with Achilles. You want to continue
I'll
south?
stay
I
with them.
don't.
I'll stay
Gandalf,
with them.
you want to explore with Achilles still? One at a time, please. And then, yeah, Gandalf, is your turn though. So Achilles, after interrupting, or after his turn was intercepted, right, because he reacted to something else, so he didn't proceed with his current action. His original action, which was explore south, he stopped at the exit, turned around, and yelled back, and then started proceeding further south. Do you want to proceed after him still, or something else, Gandalf?
I'll proceed after him. Yes.
Okay, resuming your course of action. Back to Faith, you are going to start climbing down until asked to stay up there by Achilles, right? Do you want to stay up here, or do you want to do something else?
I'll stay up there.
Okay.
I'll move further away from the edge and kind of like shuffle the miners a little bit further back so I'm in front of them at least.
Is that
So
fine?
they're still there, but just a bit further back. Can I be like in front of Astaroth?
Astaroth.
Like just a bit more forward. Yeah, I don't want to be able to be pushed down the edge.
Okay.
That would not be fun.
They can take cover behind the cart.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Alright. Back to this crew down here exploring into explored areas, but has been perhaps reclaimed by the enemy. Right. Basically, when I roll those things, I'm checking for changes, right? Ones indicate that there's a change or something to report, and this determines what there is to report in the area. And usually something low like this means nothing noteworthy. So, some minor changes. For surely these are gone. It smells slightly rotten toward the south. A few minor changes here. You can notice that there are some footprints headed toward the southwest, particularly boot prints. Other minor changes of note, nothing serious, of course, is that there are indeed rats in here as well, right? Not a serious threat, but normal rats feasting on the orcs, right? So rats.
The headless orcs.
Right. Rotting orc remains here. Rats are feasting. But they flee as soon as you step in, right? As soon as you step in, they like flee, right? So, actually, I'm just gonna write rats. So, rats will flee, into the cracks of the wall, into the shadows, right? So they just flee your position. They, disappear as soon as your torchlight touches them. All right, how would you like to proceed? Southwest, directly into the new area or unexplored territory, or south, or something else?
Southeast.
Okay.
Like, what is that round thing?
This here is a unlit campfire.
As in how?
It's like made, but it hasn't been like lit on fire.
Yep.
Or
well,
like it's been put out.
It's unlit, so there's actually fuel in there, right? Like wood ready to light.
Okay, then people are most likely very close. And they might have like just made it, Maybe they got scared off because like you guys were yelling. Or moved back into the darkness.
Okay. Firewood pile to the west. Alright. You said southwest, right? Carefully explore toward the southwest and exit here, which leads out into an open cavern. There is a cavernous tunnel headed north. How would you like to proceed? The area seems pretty clear so far. Empty, right?
The area seems pretty empty.
Yeah, at least this first area. It's pretty empty.
Suspicious. I would check out for traps.
Yeah, is there like a trap behind the door?
You look here, behind the exit. There's no door here. You see no traps. Would you like to take time to look for hidden traps, which means kind of carefully observe for any concealed or covered traps?
Let's continue on.
Yeah, there's little to nothing
You
to
sure?
cover or
I
conceal
mean-
anything. It's barren.
Okay.
I mean, we would have seen something below like the barn that blew up
That's
up
true.
there. So there's nothing there. Let's continue inwards.
You step in.
Can I follow like a bit further behind him? Not like directly next to him.
Okay.
Yeah, like that.
Keep 5 feet.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Back to Fate's crew. The time of day is currently 10:40 now. Let's check for or let's see. We entered at 10:10, so every odd would be an encounter check. So at 10:50 it'll be another encounter check. All right, all is clear so far. Nothing new here. Nothing new to report. Do you want to just keep waiting out here with your crew, the mining crew, or something else?
I think it might be better to head down in with us.
You can't commune.
But it's up to you. Right.
All right, I see your warning. I say everyone has one warning, and then after that,
Yeah, okay.
I have to provide reasoning for how you communicate it, which is screaming or falling back to report or discuss. All right, but Faith, yeah. What's your move?
I think I'm good. I think we're just chilling up there. I don't really have anything to do until there's. I mean, unless something happens, I don't think I'm gonna use any of my turns.
Okay,
You can just focus on them until something happens.
sure. Yep. Astaroth, Finnegan, Garon are on standby at the moment. At this point, they're asking if you're okay with it, if they want to start a campfire out here. Would you be okay with that?
Oh, they're going out,
No, they just want to start a fire.
or the. Okay. Yeah, I haven't got an issue with that.
Yeah, they're just gonna gather some wood nearby, get a fire going, so that you have fire to start lunch when it's lunchtime. It's currently 10:40, so about an hour away from lunch. All right. Achilles and Gandalf, right? You explored west into the open, vast cavern here, right? And let's see what we find. Right, new areas to be explored. Okay. Turns out.
Uh-oh.
This can be very good or very bad.
You've got.
Turns out the orcs left all the gems behind, right?
Oh shoot, wrong marker. Oh, that's weird. It's always been like this. Oh shit. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it was misaligned. Okay. Exploring, and you can see the extent of this chamber. It continues mostly toward the southwest. 2 exits. It's a very large chamber. We've got pillars in here supporting the height of it. Let's see. There's a statue right here. say this will be here. Yeah. Okay. Should represent a statue. That's a horrible looking star. Okay, try it again. Good. Alright, so statue, and then we'll have pillars in here. Oops. Let's say about here, yeah. Oops.
The fuck are these?
They're pillars.
Yeah, I think I did this math wrong. Yeah, it should be like this. Okay, there. One's here, one's here, one's here. Right, there we go. Okay, that should be accurate to my map. And I don't like the look of this, so I'm just gonna remove it. Shit. Alright, well, this is a statue. These are pillars. So statue over here, pillars here. And let's see, anything of interest. This is clear, clear, clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right.
Should I be worried?
We'll have
Maybe.
pillars, and then you've got statue. Let's see. Yeah, there's definitely runes etched on the statue over there, from what you can tell. Pillars with sconces on them.
Am I smart enough to like see what the runes are, like what they mean?
You have to go read them with read magic if you have that spell. Alright, but no monsters or no threats in here yet. Nothing like that. So you may proceed toward the west or the south or southwest. How would you like to continue now? You've just finished
I
mapping.
inspect the pillars.
So your crew is mapping for the past
no.
turn, right? I guess we're mapping it out. You want to proceed north?
North.
North is headed yeah, it's headed. Let's see. I'll map this for you too. What's the amount you can see? Alright. It's headed toward a door, it appears. Alright, so there's a door to the north if you're interested. That's a man-made door in the cavern, by the way. These are man-made pillars in a cavern. Right, you're in a cavern right now, so. Naturally, something's been living down here in the caves, under the grasses. Got doors. We got a door there. You got pillars.
I'm down for inspecting the door.
You got a statue.
That's just the inspect. Yeah, that's one. The door. My mother's calling me. Excuse me.
Sure.
Can I inspect the pillars in the meantime?
Sure. Yeah. Make your way toward the pillar. Oh yeah. There's one more thing to map on here. can't see it quite yet, but you can hear it.
Sorry, what was that?
There's one more thing to map on here. You can't see it, but you can hear it. It's in the corner.
Okay.
And it sounds like water pouring into this cavern, right? Right. Yeah, this is a stone pillar. Just made of smooth, or not smooth, but rough stone. It's been carved. It's uneven. It's badly or poorly constructed stone pillar, right? Carved out of the natural rock of the cavern, right?
Was it fragile at all?
It looks pretty
Or is
sturdy.
it like very solid?
Apologies, lads. There we
Couple
go.
feet wide.
Right.
Right, about 2 feet wide, roughly.
Mhm.
So it's a pretty wide pillar,
Okay.
right? You can imagine.
Same
relax
for all the
2
pillars?
feet. Yeah, they're all the same size.
Okay.
They support an arched, somewhat arched, but tall ceiling above your head, tall cavern ceiling. The pillars go up for about maybe 10 feet, right? Usually the cave has been roughly, at least in the tunnels, 7-ish feet. The ceiling's about maybe 10 to 15 feet above you. At the highest, it's about 15, right? But everywhere else, it's about 10. So it's arched, right? Where the pillars support the highest of the height, and then it, lowers toward the north and south. So you're at a stone pillar. You looked at it. It's a stone pillar. What is there anything else you want to do to it?
Nothing special about it.
No, it doesn't appear to be special.
Okay. I'll head up north, hopefully with Achilles to the door then.
Head north. Okay. Then Achilles, anything you want to do on your turn?
I'll
Gandalf
follow
was
them to the door to the north.
north. Check out that north door. Okay. All right.
Oh no.
All this
I say
indicates
you
is
inspected. I'm like a very fragile person.
the door's a wooden door. That's it. That's all that indicates. You don't see
Is
a
it
lock
locked?
on it. You don't see a keyhole
Okay.
or anything like that.
Fuck it. Kick it open.
Push it open.
That's what I was thinking.
Use the pole. It's 10 foot.
Sure. Yeah. Can I push it open with my pole?
Yeah, sure. You can try. Let's see. Yep. You start pushing the door in. The handle's toward the right, or the east, I mean. Okay.
Mhm.
And then Achilles, as he's pushing the door open, is there anything you want to do in particular?
Get ready for a fight if that's the case.
I say maybe get your shield out for chance.
I'm holding a torch and a spear.
Alright. The door opens out into another corridor. An oddly shaped chamber. Let's see this. Let's go here. There it is. Yeah. Alright, so yeah. Doors open. On the other side. Seems to be clear. And then never did check for the loot. Clear. Okay. Time. 10:50. In the meantime, Faith's crew, past 10 minutes, Garon and Finnegan went out to gather some fire supplies, right? Garon went out to gather some twigs and bark and kindling, pretty much, and Finnegan went out to get wood to fuel the fire. Now they're starting the fire. They decided to start the fire a safe distance from the cave entrance. Right. Astaroth stayed with you. Anything you want to do in this next turn, Faith, or you just want to continue waiting and standing guard? At 10:50.
Alana.
Wait, what? On me? Sorry. What was it?
Anything else you want to do aside from wait?
I'm so sorry.
It's your turn again.
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Okay. Astaroth's just waiting around with you. The others are making a fire. Alright. Back to Achilles and Gandalf.
Sharing war stories.
Open the door. Empty corridor headed north. This is no longer a cave. This is an actual corridor, right? Stone corridor headed north. Would you like to proceed?
Yes.
Right. Carefully. You
I think
proceed.
it's where a lady. No.
Right. Okay. Alright. So you decided to proceed to this area. The chamber's pretty large, as you can tell, right? Pretty dark in here. And you're mapping it out. It seems to be somewhat hexagonal in shape, I think, or octagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, octagonal. Octagonal in shape. Toward the direct west, we do have an exit. It continues here, yeah. Toward the west. Another door here. Okay. Alright. But for the most part, so far this large chamber seems to be pretty darn empty or barren. At least for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
What's the number you need to get?
Alright. This is mostly clear for the most part. Got a few things of interest in here.
Oh.
So, you know, your light reviews this massive chamber. We've got footprints on the ground headed west around the corner. So that's something of note. Footprints. Or they're boot prints, actually. Boot prints headed west.
Do we know what kind of footsteps they are?
They're boot prints. So it belongs to someone that can wear boots. Right?
Oh, okay.
Boot prints, right? Alright. We also have... let's see. 1, 2, 3. To explore it in. We've got some various furnishings that you will be able to map out as you explore into this area. So, it's my marker. So furnishings, we have something here. We have something here. Can't really see it too much yet. You're too far away still. There as well. Okay. And let's see. Okay, we also have something glowing. It's glowing toward the center. So we've got something glowing. So there's something glowing toward the center. And Let's see what else we got in this chamber. Right. 5. 2 specials. Right. Glowing here. Okay. Also got charred or blackened floor here.
I'm sorry, I don't think I believe that. I don't know what that term. Oh, burnt floor.
Burnt floor. Right. That's gonna be in this area. So it's all blackened and charred, and all the ashes and dust have blueprints in it, right? Burnt, ashy
Do
floor.
you know how old the blueprints are? Or no?
They look fresh, right? They look recently made. They're not like faded or anything. So they look like very clear imprints, right, in the floor. They're pretty fresh. Alright, so burnt ashy floor here. Specials, alright. Nothing worth. Okay. Also the air smells very smoky. Very hazy and smoky. Alright, that should be everything in here so far, as you can see. Alright. How would you like to proceed? West or north or northeast? Or northwest?
I would like to go north.
North. Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I say towards the center to see if you can light up everything.
There is a small heap of treasure in which the glowing is coming from. Small treasure.
Like that.
Fort. And additionally,
check if it's booby trap first.
I'm on. Hang on.
shit. Alright. I don't have a token for this yet, actually. I'll have to grab the old tokens.
Oh shit.
I assume that's a bad thing then. It's
There's
Oh,
a
dragon.
small
fuck.
dragon here. It's a young dragon, right? Resting on the treasure, right?
You guys want back up?
You're not there.
You'll smell.
So it's sleeping
It's
on
too
it?
late. So, it appears to be sleeping. It's daytime. It sleeps among its hoard of treasure. A small baby dragon, right? On its hoard of treasure. It's a young one.
Hey.
Okay. What do you think? You wanna avoid it? It's pretty young still, right? It's probably being worshipped, or it's probably enslaving the orc population here, right? It's probably why there's burnt ashes on the floor and boot prints. That's a chest, by the way. This is also a chest.
Oh shit. We fucking hit the jack. Oh fuck.
Dude,
Looks like you
we
can
could
kill it.
maybe sneak attack it, honestly, since it's sleeping. Just like put your torch on the ground and maybe move up.
Appears to be sleeping, indeed. If you're a thief, you might have a chance.
How about this go back?
What do you think you want to do?
What did you say?
Expect the fuck out. I'm not dealing with that.
You think?
But who's to say that
How
it'll
much
still be the
health?
same?
How
Yeah,
much
can you
health
see
has
how
it
much
got?
health or no?
Do we know roughly how much health it's got?
You're not there. It's a
So
young
you have to go
dragon.
close.
So if we move closer, then we know how much health it has.
You wouldn't know its health unless you hit it. You can tell how much damage you can inflict against it with a single blow. It gives you an idea
You
of
could
its
back
hits.
up.
Alright,
You could back up and throw a Molotov at it.
I'm gonna have to
run.
stop you there.
Or I also
At this
have a
point,
crossbow.
Faith, you're not there, but you continue to talk. So you did climb down. You did
I
explore
did?
after your
What?
crew. Yeah, because somehow you're communicating with them, right?
Gotta shut the fuck up.
You've been communicating with them too much, right? You've already been warned.
Oh.
So, you explored down here.
Ruh-roh.
Right? The area was cleared
that
by them
guy.
already. And so you got
Oh
in
my
here,
God.
and let's check for monsters if there were any. And you saw the light of your crew as you explored here, and you went up to them and started talking. But at that point, the dragon wakes up, right?
Oh,
Get the fly here!
Yo,
And
great
wanna
job,
run?
Alana. Great job.
all right, the
It's
dragon
always a woman.
steps over the
God
board and
fucking damn it.
you know it
man.
screeches and
It's
blows
longer.
fire on the position of your crew. Right, you're running out of the tunnel. You all get a saving throw versus dragon breath on your escape. Right, to not get burnt alive. So here's your saving throws.
I'm not trying to
Starting
become
with-
Batman.
God
Yes.
fucking damn it, Alana.
He blows the fire right down or around and just like spits it down the tunnel, burns everything. Right, he's pissed. He wakes up pissed, just burns or shoots flames on your way out as you're racing out of the the one way. Right, Achilles got a 14. Right, let's check your dragon breath saving throw.
I
To
don't
take
think
half
that
damage.
saves. I'm dead, thanks to a woman.
It's a half. You know,
God
it's a,
fucking damn it,
it's a young
Alana.
dragon. So one young dragon. So all right. Basically, Achilles will check your saving throw
Let me
chart.
check the website.
Fighter saving throw chart. Should be in combat.
Yeah.
Here it is. I think. No. Okay, we're getting close. Here it is. Fighter, dragon breath. You need 15 to pass. You take full damage. Right.
Shit, I'm fine.
Some magic use or next is Gandalf, the magic user. Actually, you have no chance. You're gonna be far into crisp. And Faith, you might have a chance.
You just killed both of us, Alana.
Right.
You just killed both of us.
Crew is swarm.
Because you can keep your fucking mouth
She
shut.
came in, started asking you guys, what should we do? What should we do? Right? And the dragon woke up at that point. So, he blew fire down as you charge. You're in his domain, right? He does not want to talk with you. You're running away. He blows fire. You're intruding on his lair. Yeah, I would say.
Wait, did you?
You know, he wakes
know,
up
like,
to you guys
initiative,
talking.
Like,
Yeah, even then,
Is it
you
too
wouldn't have
late to
enough speed
request a
to
reroll?
escape.
oh yeah.
I would say it's gonna react to your crew. Maybe it's gonna be friendly. It's unlikely, but you're in the lair of a dragon. Let's see how it reacted to you. 6 minus 1 penalty. There's probably a lot of penalties that should be applied. Hostile in the lair, right? So yeah, you're near the treasure. So definitely hostile, and you're running away, right? Maybe you stole some of his treasure. He's pissed, right? So there's probably no reason for him not to attack an intruder. So I don't see why he would not attack you. So there's no reason, right? He would not attack you if you're intruding. Blows fire on our crew. Alright. It is a large creature, larger than you. It will deal double damage. And of course, he blows fire on us. He only has half the hit dice of a red dragon. Let's see, it's one dragon though, so it can exist in level 2 then. Typically, the lower the level, the less of a more stronger dragon exists naturally. So if it's level 2, there'll be fewer and weaker dragons, right? Typically, at least layering there or existing there. Doesn't mean that other larger ones can appear, right? Sometimes if they're making their way outside of the dungeon, sometimes you get unlucky. Yeah, we're checking for his hit dice. That'd be in monsters. Red dragon, typically, yeah. Youngins can have rounds 1 or 3 hit dice less, or half as many. Let's see. Age. Yeah. Alright, so is 3 hit dice smaller, 2 3 hit dice larger. Right. But this is not an adult dragon. This will be a young dragon. So half the size, half the hit dice. Okay, we'll do that. Half of everything pretty much, half XP. So, and there's only one existing, so that's fine. Can't be more than one for sure. Typically number appearing is like 1 to 4, right? Which would be in level 5. where he's supposed to exist. But in level 2, one can appear, typically. So, hit dice would be 5 hit dice. How dragons damage work is it depends on their hit points. So, if he's a 26 hit point dragon, he typically deals 26 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Alright, so he blows fire on a crew.
Oh, we're dead.
The dragon breath is considered to be coming from a large enemy. In our rules, large enemy deals double damage to you, right? Large is considered double your size, so it's quite double your size. So you're gonna take 52 damage, right? Unless you can have it, but even if you halved it, yeah, you're cooked. Your crew is fried.
The fucking ass.
Right, you're running out of there as fast as you can. Blows fire down, right? So your max speed might save you if you're a light footman at least. But originally your crew was here, right? You know, you enter, you're exploring, you discuss, the dragon wakes up. You're probably right here. So max speed might save you. So Faith, I know, was a medium footman. She would run at 20 feet in 10 seconds. The dragon's blowing fire right down the tunnel. She was probably able to run 5, 10, 15, 20. And then she got killed. Because the dragon's breath is 60 feet, I think. Cone-shaped breath.
Oh,
Oh wait, let's see.
You just killed the entire
80
party by
feet long,
talking.
30 feet wide. Yeah, so it would shoot 30 feet wide, right? Or a cone of 30 feet max, or 30 feet wide maximum. So it would shoot down the tunnel, and it would hit all of the crew members, unless you were fast, like a light footman. You might have escaped. Gandalf maybe might be the only survivor, depending on if he ended up with a lot of equipment. So Gandalf, based on your gear, this is 10, 20, 22, no wait, 20, 21, 24, 25. You might be a survivor. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 39. Okay, never mind. This might not be it. Yeah, you're a medium footman. You did not survive. Achilles, I can check your encumbrance as well. If you manage to be a light footman, you might have escaped, right? That's when speed is important, right? This is a time when speed would be important.
Did I maybe like drop my crossbow as he fired at me?
It doesn't make much of a difference.
Or something.
Okay. Yeah. What weighed you down was all your supplies, right? By the time you would pull that supplies off and drop your gear, you would already been cooked, right? That should have been left behind before you went further into a dragon lair, right? So you're cooked, and Achilles I think is cooked as well. We check, yeah.
I mean, with the type of armor.
Yeah, 78 pounds. Yeah. All right, the crew is cooked, just blasted.
The entire party's dead now.
TPK, unfortunate. But another great discovery has been made. The lair of the first small dragon in level 2. Doors unlocked because his troops.
Assuming the miners heard the dragon roar, do they get the fuck out of there?
You know, they're just camping. So if you never return, you know, they're gonna say, "Man, that sucks. Let's head back home before it gets too dark," right?
Like in debt to them or something?
No.
Right?
You're not
we're
dead
dead,
to them.
we don't have
You're
to
dead.
pay them.
You don't have to pay
Yeah,
them.
but maybe like the debt passes on to like heirs and stuff.
Sometimes, but not in this case, because
Okay.
now they're just gonna go
Alright.
home, right? They didn't die. They didn't really lose anything. They worked, but they didn't get paid because their employer was killed, right? So they got insurance fee at least, right? The 10 coppers in the beginning, so that was good enough, I suppose. But they never got to do their job, so sadly, unfortunate end to the crew here. Didn't have to be this way, but
Oh.
I did have to warn you guys about 3
Alana
times.
just got the
situation.
entire crew killed by fucking talking.
It happens. It's alright. We can learn
That's
from our
great.
mistakes.
That's great.
Right. But yeah, I mean, even if she didn't do that, right? Maybe there was a high chance
yeah.
anyway that would have happened anyway, right?
Of course, yeah.
So, right.
We should have fucking ran when we saw that thing.
Okay. Yeah. Baby dragon, right? So young dragon in the level 2 lair. Okay. Right. Yeah. Cooked. So basically, in the reports, it's actually when there's a TPK when TPKs occur, it's no longer recommended that adventurers go to that particular area. So naturally, you guys know the place. You might try to convince others to go with you, but as a dungeon master, right, it's like you're luring other players to get their characters killed. So I would tell them, like in the story at least, that the crew went out to the east and never returned, and now it's kind of an off limits area. It's too dangerous, right? So it's not recommended, right? There's too high of a risk for the reward, if that makes sense. The risk is too high for the reward. So, naturally, if you really want to, you can still come back again with your next crew, but they won't know all the details really. They will know like some basic details. The crew was out there. Other crews will report what they find and investigate what happened down there, right? And we'll still get a report out, but for the most part, you know, it was in vain. So all the information is lost. All right, I'm sorry you had to end this way tonight. I wasn't expecting it to end this way either, right? But
That's
also
fine.
a lesson learned as well when it comes to loot. If it's like you know how pirates, if they have treasure they can't carry home, they bury it, right? Your treasure wall was left. I know we didn't have a lot of time. There's a lot done in such a short time. That's why too. So sometimes you bite off more than you can chew, right? And
Yeah.
we had too much loot at the time, or revealed, and we didn't have enough time to actually work on it. So, you know, naturally you might have wanted to cover up your loot. You might have wanted to dig it up then and there, but there's not enough time. So, and it's got dug up, right? It can't just sit there overnight. So someone's gonna see that huge hoard of treasure and take it, right? Probably it's in this pile here. Who knows, right? So.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking now, but fucked.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm kind of dead, so I mean.
They'll always come back
Not sure if
another
it
time.
matters a lot.
Yeah. Your next crew you might build up a stronger crew, figure out how to defeat a dragon, right? Probably stock a bunch of magic weapons so you can cut through the flesh
Or just
like
like
butter.
ignore it for like a long while.
Yeah. Alright. Something to come back on to. But hey, at least it wasn't all for nothing. You still have some stuff from the last game. I mean, I don't think we make any profits from this one, honestly. It's quite unfortunate. I wish we did, but damn. All right, we made some discoveries. Yeah, but that's it. That's about it. Yeah, we didn't really fully explore this area. There was a statue with runes on it, right? So there was a pool over here. Went straight for this area. Super good find, but also super dangerous. And then, yeah. All right. Sorry, guys. Thanks for playing. I'll see you at the next one, hopefully. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night.
Bye bye.